All right.
Got a little jump going, a little Van Halen. On a Thursday night, we're going to see the Lions jump it with MACU, with Chris Reynolds with the tip.
Possession arrow goes over to the Lions, although they haven't corrected it.
And the Lions going to be in their purple away jerseys tonight. The away team assignment. At home, playing away. Nice slash into the lane, cleaning that up.
And that's one thing that Coach Boswick told me earlier today is MACU just finishes so strong. They don't mess up when they go to the basket. It's rare that they miss, and that's very important for a team when you're in a half-court set. And you can finish real strong. You made your time worth it.
That was Byron Miller with the slash. Give MACU the early 2-0 lead. Long three from Key, no good.
Very interesting. They've got Runnels out there trying to guard Key. And it looked like a switch happened. Now they've switched it to where Runnels is down low on Isaac Rowe.
Out of bounds, off of Gentry. Following this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City University Stars do battle against the Wayland Baptist University Pioneers. Complete the Final Four bracket. Nice little mid-range touch by Malcolm Mann.
And Malcolm Mann was one of the few players that really had anything going last Saturday in this SAGU MACU matchup.
Shot too strong, but an offensive tip good. I believe that was Rowe. It was Rowe. They get back in a hurry because the Evangels are coming at you. They love to run.
Yes, they do, and they can do it. The ball is at the other end of the court in less than 4 seconds.
Gentry. Three, in and out. Mann spots up a shooter. Long three. Long rebound collected by Rashad Alexander. Little floater in the lane. Just inside the free throw line. No good. And here comes Mann wasting no time. Little no call there with the connection between Gentry and Mann. Little contact. Too much English in the corner, and we're going to keep it right here.
And that's what MACU does. That's what we're used to hearing about this team all through the year. They just pressure, whether it's pushing the ball up real fast on offense or just constantly going after missed shots.
Tate drove the lane, dished it out to a shooter in the corner. Good. It's Mann again. He's got 4. 6-2 early lead for the Evangels. Rashad. Now to Rowe, left side. Rowe can handle the ball. Into traffic, scoops, shoots, no good. Into the lane, little pop and stop, no good by Devonce Reed. Here comes Rashad. Finds Key. Back over to Alexander. Adoy in midair changed his mind, gave it over to Gentry. The high screen from Emmanuel. Key takes the 3 and misses everything. Mann electing to slow the pace down just a touch. Oh, nice slip inside pass from Tate to Runnels.
Looked like a good block by Isaac Rowe. Challenged that really nicely. Got vertical. Appeared to slap at the ball, but at this point, without seeing the replay, it looked like he got all ball.
Runnels will go to the line, his first free throws of the night. Good release for a big man like his Shooting stroke. Ooh, that looked pretty
That
clean.
That looked very clean, y'all.
Keys on the bench. We're going to see early play from Josh Swearingen.
But this is what MACU will do to you. They will get you in the air before you really want and create that hip contact. And that's a lot of times, that's what refs are looking for more than the slap. They also try to see if there's connection at the hip.
Nice move by Swearinger.
And if it will deter your shot, they will blow the whistle quickly.
Swearinger found the seam. And a whistle after the drive to the basket by Tate. Drew Erskine also into the game as Gentry takes a seat on the bench. It'll be Nick Tate, the senior out of Sand Springs. Well, no, they're going to back it up and say it was on the floor, so Nick Tate will inbound under the Lions basket. Reynolds. Going to Mitchell. Tate just inside the three-point line, no good. Scrum for the ball, claimed by Rashad. In transition, finds Swearingen, fires up a three, no good. Loose ball, who wants it? It's Drew, lands awkwardly. Tough pass, spotted Swearingen underneath the basket, but unable to make the connection. Now here come the Evangels, nursing a three-point lead. Bostwick on his feet, he will rarely sit down the entire game. Coaching his defense up while they played a charge called against Runnels.
And that could be a makeup call. Yeah, just not a whole lot there. And the refs must be tired today. They might have worked a lot last night, and then they come in tired. We've seen a tremendous amount of bad calls from referees today, but
Erskine,
consistently bad.
Erskine turns, spins, and was mauled by Nick Tate. And Nick Tate will pick up the foul. It's his first, the team's third. Too much hand checking right there. That's going to be foul every time. As you see some players from another team coming up, I believe that's Southwestern Christian University. They were just eliminated by USAO earlier in the night. Shaw could take that. Shot he does. 18-footer, a little too flat. And picked up by the Evangels. Xavier Seaton thought about it. Doesn't this time, lets it go. Got it. Second time's a charm for Xavier Seaton, the junior from right here in Dallas, Texas. Big D has given his Evangels a 6-point lead, 10-4. Mitchell fighting inside with Runnels. Swearingen.
I don't know if you saw that, Rob, but MACU players got tangled up and nearly took each other out. I mean, that was pretty bad. Right, it was right before that. Ooh, like Swearingen got a little referee love there.
He'll go to the line. First free throws of the night for Josh. Josh, a sophomore out of Arlington, Texas, at Martin High School. A lot of positiveness in his game. He's going to be around 2 more years.
Devonta Moore just checking in, number 34. 6-foot guard from El Reno, Oklahoma.
Now here's some pressure in the backcourt by Erskine and Swearingen. Leads to a wide open three. Right on the money, Xavier Seaton. That's 2 threes in a row.
Yeah, and somebody's going to have to get out there on him. They know, Coach Bostwick knows better than to leave him too wide open, because he's almost a 40% three-point shooter. And they will have to attack that and run those guys off the three-point line.
Here's Rowe going to work on Masenberg. And a charge against Isaac.
Well, at least that same referee is consistent with the way he called it.
see if there was a charge here.
Yeah. Yeah, same amount of contact, a little bit of flopping going on, and but it was consistent from the last charge that he called.
Tyler Pate will check in for Isaac. Lions down 7, 13:34 left in the first half. These teams have played to a dead heat in their first 2 games, split it, and each win was a 10-point win. Both teams have won 5 of their last 8 to get to this point in the season. Well, take away SAGU's game last night, of course, but the last regular season games. And, oh, careful. Oh, they're just excited. I was going to say, all right, what's going on here, boys?
They called time. He got the dove for the ball, caught it, and called timeout before he went out of bounds. They took a 30-second timeout there. But that just goes to show you right there how Coach Gamblin has coached his team for this game, how important they feel like this game and each possession is, that they know they can't just do without a possession. So call a timeout. If you get a chance, you get a ball, and we can keep that ball, go ahead and call the timeout.
Right.
I mean, this is early in the game to be using the timeout like that. So that right there will just show you how much importance each possession is to Coach Gamblin and his team.
Only 1 of 5 starters on the floor for Coach Boswick. Of course, we know his bench has always been deep since his first year here. It's a really result of his practices. I mean, he works his players so hard and likes a lot of equality in minutes.
Well, he trusts his players. He demands a lot out of them, and he expects them not to just give it to him in practice, but in the game. So that expectation just shows the way he rotates out, and he trusts those players.
Gentry checks back in. Erskine will take a seat. Ronald's also on the bench for Coach Josh Gamblin. And Adore will check back in for Mitchell.
You see today's results in men's basketball. USAO over Southwestern Christian, and Texas Wesleyan just beating John Brown the game before this.
Key had a huge game last night, 34 points. Into the paint. Pate saves it. Too strong off the glass. Third shot by Key is no good. And the lines come up empty. Got away with the travel. Now that is a late call. They're going to call it. Jarek Massenberg with the little extra steps.
Well, it was about when he caught the ball, actually, right there. And Mr. Mann put Massenberg into jail with that pass. Field goal percentage. SAGU only shooting 18% right now.
Key Watkins wants to change that, and he does change it. He's got it.
And he will change it. You cannot give him that kind of space. And I know it's hard to believe, little 5'8" guy on the court's going to do a lot of damage, but it won't take him long. You let Key Watkins just get a good look at the basket, and he'll have knocked down 4 or 5 3-pointers on you before you've known it.
Meanwhile, Seaton with a bucket on the other end. He's got 8 early on. Whistle near midcourt and back over to the Lions.
And I think that's a good call because you could see the way the ball bounced towards the MACU end, and it wouldn't have if I believe it's
leg perhaps.
Yeah, well he hit it off the Devontae Moore.
Gentry turns, spins, backs it out to Adoy. Slips it over to Alexander, 18-footer. And over the back against Tyler Pate, climbing all over Jarek Massenberg.
And this is a news release on on Massenberg is he knows how to box out. He gets physical, And when he's in the paint, he's looking for a guy to get an arm on or his hindquarters on. He will move them out. So if you're behind him and you're in any way jumping up in the air, it's going to look like you're over the back.
Pate has 1 inch on him, but 6'4" versus 6'5" for Pate. Massenberg's got that kind of a tweener body. Plays 6'4", 200 pounds, listed as a forward. Meanwhile, from downtown, first 3 ball for Jarek Massenberg. We're just talking about him. He can show some range in a timeout on the floor. Lions down 18-9. Here's that range from Massenberg.
Shoots about 37% from the three-point line this year. He's a dangerous weapon. Can't let him get warmed up either.
Early percentages. Mid-America, 50% from the field on 6 of 12. Lions, 18%. Well, technically 19 on just 3 of 16. Ouch. Rebounds dead even at 10 early on. 0 assists for the Lions, 7 assists for the Evangels. Scoring leader so far early, Swearingen with 4 and Seaton with the 8 he's collected here with 10:35 left in the first half. Adoy, short air ball. Seaton picks it out of the air. And a chance for the Evangels to extend their lead into double digits. Man slips over left side, nearly a turnover. And now we have one. Massenberg gives it up to Embry, or check that, Young, and 3 ball from Key, not there. Gentry, he lost Gentry in transition, and Seaton makes him pay.
And you can just see the chip that on the shoulder of the MACU players really coming in, wanting to avenge their loss from last week. They are playing with some intensity, to say the least.
Rashad got tied up in a
Look
jump
at that.
ball.
These guys are fired up.
Wow.
Man. They came out here to prove they are. There's a reason they're 14 in the nation.
Speaking of 14, Aaron Embry is wearing number 14 today. I've always listed as wearing number 24 in the roster.
Well, the purple jerseys, there are a few discrepancies.
Arturo or Junior Moredes typically wears number 14 at home. Maybe he's flipped the script and wears number 24 with the purple jerseys on. Key Watkins. Oh, right as the shot clock expires, Watkins delivers.
Oh, wow.
And a turnover right back to the Lions. That was a case of almost too much speed, too fast. Unable to settle into a good transition shot. Key right at the buzzer of the shot clock with a tough shot with the backboard right in his face. Buried it, cut the lead to 9. Now a chance for back-to-back buckets. Gentry. Oh, a little behind the back pass to Shad. Now Gentry into the lane, scoops, shovels, converts. Back-to-back buckets has cut the lead to 7. And now the chance start in the jungle. Loose ball. Louisiana now pulled away by Embry. Rashad. Key Watkins into the baseline. Stops back over to Alexander. In trouble. E for 3. Got it, baby! Emmanuel, the senior! 7 straight points for the Lions. The lead is now just 4. Look at that form from the senior. He knew it. Fading away. a la Dominic Rambo back in the day, and timeout on the floor. Gamlin wants to talk it over.
And he should. You can't let the home team with the home crowd, the support of the community here in the Schaefer Center, get close. You've worked so hard to create a lead. You can't let that lead slip away too much. And you know there's going to be ebb and flow to the game. So it would be ridiculous to think that the Lions would not have some runs in them. And they know they'll create leads. The Lions will cut into those leads. But it's how far do you let them cut those leads? And that's a perfect timeout. You know, stop the bleeding while you can, and then make some adjustments. Say, look, we got to guard all these guys. You can't just leave. There's not just 2 or 3 of them that can shoot. You got to guard all 5 guys because they can do some damage. SAGU shoots more three-pointers than anybody in the conference, and they have one of the best shooting percentages from 3 points, from the three-point line, and they're just dangerous.
That's why SAGU really can stay in any game in the Sooner, because if they get hot, 3 beats 2 by my math over the course of 40 minutes every time. It's just a matter of will their defense hold up and will their shooting stay hot enough to handle these teams like MACU and Texas Wesleyan. Another missed shot. Emmanuel with the rebound. Key Watkins finds Rashad. Working on Tate, a little behind the back a couple times, and the crowd likes it from the flashy senior point guard out of Chicago. 10 on the shot clock. Key asking for a screen. He'll take it himself. Collected by Miller.
And I don't know if you can see it there on your screen, but Coach Gamlin really urging his players, step out, come out on Key Watkins. You cannot give him any room because he's got that little step in, a jab step, and then fade away. You've got to be close right at the start of your defensive scheme.
Seaton. He's got 13, John. He's on fire.
And he's one of the best three-point shooters in the country.
Emmanuel. Over to Rashad. There's a little trap here. That leaves Adoy open. So we're seeing the Evangels, when the ball goes to the corner, they're going to challenge Rashad's dribbling ability with a quick trap and see if Rashad can make a mistake.
Runnels
finishes strong inside. He's hung in the air.
Always finishing strong.
He's got 3. And another timeout.
And this is a good timeout by Coach Boswick, understanding his 5. They're not playing bad, but they're a little bit winded. And come over, let's talk about this while you grab some water and a breath of air. And let's see what adjustments we really need to make. And most of the time, those adjustments will come on defense. Can't let one of the nation's best three-point shooters, even if he's a step off of the three-point line, you still have to be in his face and contest those shots. And that's one thing that the Lions really do well, is they contest three-point shots. They shoot them well, but they also contest them very well.
Tomorrow games will begin at 6 p.m. for the men's side, Texas Wesleyan, USAO. And then 8 o'clock will be the winner of this game versus the winner of the game later on tonight, OCU and WVU. Of course, the final game will be Saturday. It's a 7 p.m. tip right here at the Schaefer Center to determine this year's 2016 Sooner Athletic Conference champion. Key shadowed by Seaton, some little face guarding.
And see, that's the respect that Key Watkins commands, is that that pressure way outside.
Gentry loses control of the ball, able to collect and get the shot up, missed. Man finds Miller, now inside and tipping right on the line, keeping it alive. It's the senior, Emmanuel Adoy. Good defense by Seaton. Fighting through picks. Now there's a switch. Looking for some mismatches. And there's a switch again.
Watkins.
This is just what the guards are doing, John, trying to find that mismatch on the high screen switches.
Yep, and Watkins really trying to find some space, and MACU not having any of it. And you can see the game plan, where the game plan is. If you let Key Watkins get a clean shot off, you're coming over to the bench.
Key in transition, finds Rashad. He'll back it out. 20 on the shot clock, 5 minutes in first half. Lions down 9 again. After 5 straight points, here's Emmanuel, wants to change that. He's got another one, Emmanuel Adoy!
And you just got to let him do that because he can create so many good things by hitting those threes. It really forces the big man to come out. And if you could get the big man off of the glass, you have a better chance at rebounding in the future.
We'll keep it right here. And Aaron Embry checks back in for Key Watkins. Seaton will take a seat on the bench for the Evangels. Man directs traffic. There's a lot of screen activity between Tate and Gentry. Gentry trying to chase down Tate baseline. Young players watching. You watch Tate work on Gentry. Tate wears number 25 for the Evangels. Watch that matchup closely. See how hard Tate works to get open. Here he is down low.
This is isolation play up top.
Yep, and Mitchell was right there.
Wow.
And what a bailout. You're gotta be kidding me. Mitchell can't believe it either. Take a look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, little hand.
Nothing but hand. Zero ball, nothing but hand.
I think Mitchell's reaction even confused me for a second.
It was the whole forearm.
And Reed, Devonce Reed makes him pay. I think as it was so close to the end of the shot clock, maybe that's why Mitchell was upset. Like, that was too late. There was some contact.
Oh, well, I think Mitchell was just upset at himself. He knew he had committed a foul. He was upset at himself for bailing them out with less than a second.
Leads back to 8. Three ball from Swearingen.
Swearingen had a good look at it. He usually can hit those.
It's a steal by Alexander. Numbers aren't there.
Oh.
And he, ill-advised, went 1 against 3, tripped, lost the ball, and turnover.
I don't think he tripped as much as he slid. I think the refs need to look at the
floor.
Might be a slick spot there on watch. He slides right there on his heel.
Or he made contact with someone else's foot.
No, he slid on his right foot. It was his heel.
They need to check the floor there.
They really do. That's a dangerous spot. He could have blown a knee out.
Man, he finds Miller. Adoy rips it out of the air.
Not a great shot by Miller.
Gentry slides it over to Rashad. Mitchell working on Reynolds. Instead, it's going to be Josh in the paint.
Working hard.
Daring attempt to go into the trees.
Yep, and that was a forest.
Goodness grief.
Nice defense by Reynolds. Swearingen really, really working hard to try to make up for that.
Making up 6 inches. 6'6" versus 6 foot for Swearingen.
Swearingen's a great athlete.
Way downtown. Back iron. Swearingen does get the call. Malcolm Mann with the infraction. Malcolm Mann collects his first foul. The team's 4th.
Yep. Can't grab the forearm like that.
5 fouls on the Lions. 4 on the Evangels. 3:17 left. Lions down 8. Key Watkins just 5 points, coming off a huge game last night. Emmanuel already has 2 threes. Long one from Key Watkins, not there. Reynolds, and a foul underneath.
And Keith Watkins shot that from the yellow line about 27 feet out.
I'm watching too much Warriors basketball.
Well, that's about the only place he can find that he can create a little bit of distance. Oh, man.
Well, that would have been a heads-up play if Man could have collected that one.
Man, great play. Almost chased it down.
It does force the Lions to inbound at the other end of the court. No press applied by the Evangels.
And although MACU is probably not scoring at the clip they're used to scoring, you can tell this is a different MACU team than we saw last Saturday. These guys are playing hard and not wanting to give up this game at all.
Averaged 90 points. Does MACU 78 for the Lions? We'll keep track of those numbers as we look at a really slower paced scoring average than these teams are used to seeing with just 3 minutes left in the first half. A semifinal spot at stake in the SAGU Athletic Conference Tournament. First time held here in Waxahachie. Adoy, pump fake.
Nice.
You got to put that in.
Oh.
Well, those have got to fall, John.
Yep.
Goodness grief. Man set to slow things down just a bit. Now working left side, finds Runnels.
And they better be careful. They can't just give Man that kind of space.
That's good defense by Mitchell. Stayed vertical, Swearingen. Little move inside. Oh, what a little fancy roll by Swearingen.
Wow, the English on that ball.
The lead is back to 6. Swearingen has 4. Here come the Lions again, off the miss from the Evangels. Swearingen, I like this. Get them on their heels. Put pressure on that transition defense. Here's the first bucket. That is a tough shot.
Even seeing it in slow motion, it was kind of incredible.
I thought it was going to miss in slow motion.
Yeah, just it didn't look possible.
Rashad nowhere to turn, spins back around, finds Key. The 5'8" junior.
Doing a good
job.
Go
to the line, yeah.
Doing a good job creating that contact. I think they may have caught it on the wrong guy, but the connection to Keith Watkins was the guy that was playing over top of him.
Keith Watkins would win any Kevin Hart impersonation contest, I think, in America. I mean, this dude is a dead ringer for Kevin Hart. Look at that. Look at that. Short, stocky guy.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's Kevin Hart.
Man, we've got to get you to a doctor.
An eye doctor?
Yeah. And
I think he's looking like
to
Kevin
start,
Hart.
that's the first one, I guess.
I need to see many physicians.
Not just physicians, just some doctors.
Like psychiatrists and whatnot. Malcolm Mann with the bucket.
I'm glad you can acknowledge it.
I'm not acknowledging. I'm just trying to figure you out.
No, you caught it. You know it.
The lead is back to 7.
Let me give you a small pass because you're marrying off your first daughter
this weekend.
Your eldest this weekend.
This Sunday afternoon. Sending one out the roost. That's going to be off. Adoy with rebound number 8 in the first half for Emmanuel. Lions shooting 25%, Mid-America at 48. Tough shot, long rebound, chased down by Seaton. Man, no look pass underneath. Now a point blank pass from Tate to Runnels and a whistle underneath.
And I want to show you something. If we could see a replay on this whole play with Nick Tate going in, I want to show you something as Tate drives in. Watch this. And do you see that? He dribbles with 2 hands This is something that is rarely, if ever, called, but that's a double dribble. You cannot dribble the ball with two hands. And I see it all the time. You come down and stop and dribble with two hands. See?
Can't do
it's
that.
a double dribble. And I really wonder if the modern era referees are educated on the rules.
Shooter's touch. Runnels, he's got 5. And the lead is back to 9 with 43 seconds left.
They really, they need to get a good bucket here. 2 or 3. 3 is obviously better, but they need to go in with just some kind of momentum. Great defense.
Cutting off the passing lane, yes, because that cross-court passing lane, they know Rashad likes to work from the corner to the opposite end.
Yeah, you can tell these guys have been watching film.
That's total game tape right there.
Yep, and you're cutting off all the passing angles that they're used to having.
Yep. That goes back to good coaching by Josh Gamblin. And a whistle out front. Away from the basket, but near the ball.
And Nick Tate's really wondering.
There it is. There's the chop.
Yeah, nothing but ball. I think I'm with him on that one.
That'll send Mitchell, regardless, to the line. The 6'8" junior from Mansfield, Texas.
Most improved player for the SAGU Lions this year by far. Love the heart of that Lion.
Mitchell's free throw. Not a pretty looking stroke.
No, but let me tell you,
in.
Remington Mitchell works hard on his free throws after practice. They have an after practice routine, and he really works hard on shooting good free throws or making them, I should say. And he's found a little thing
groove,
that he can shoot, and he doesn't shoot a bad percentage.
It's a kind of a high little shot put flick, but muscle memory is muscle memory.
Good. Yep,
feels
good
really
to
all
him.
that matters. Timeout on the floor. 24 points for the Lions, down by 7. Texas Wesleyan, USAO, resting up for tomorrow's match with a chance to go to the finals. I really like that Texas Wesleyan team. As you see, there's a crybaby face fan. I don't know who that young man is. Need to identify that fanatic.
Oh, my.
Wow.
And he plays the guitar.
A little pressure now from Adoy. Is that something Bostwick told him to do?
Absolutely.
Or is that just
no, that's absolutely. Bostwick's trying to keep a little bit of pressure so they don't get a lot of forward momentum. Now, he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to get a foul here this late in the game. Just
in the first half.
Just
2
face
seconds
guard him.
left. Elbow shot.
Oh, wow.
Rattles through at the buzzer. It is Nick Tate, the senior.
Huge
leading
shot.
Scorer on the team with 17.2. Buries it to give the Evangels a 9-point lead at halftime. A little step back.
Yeah, and definitely not what Donnie Bostwick drew up in the playbook of defense. But credit Nick Tate for a great jab step in and then just stopped on a dime, rose up and knocked it down.
That's his first points of the game. We haven't called his name a lot.
Well,
he leads the team in scoring.
Absolutely, but what he's been given is I've seen him jockeying back and forth between Keith Watkins and Jason Gentry, and Jason Gentry's been quiet. So credit Nick Tate.
Let's go down courtside and check in with Adam Ferguson. Adam.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with assistant coach Kayla Jeff. Now, coach, rough start to the night shooting the ball. What do you have to do in the second half to kind of adjust to that?
I really think they're out denying and they're switching everything. So basically, we just have to screen our own man. I don't know if that makes sense, but we have to screen our own man since they're switching everything. And we weren't doing that the first half, so we're going to be doing that the second half, see how that goes.
But this is a team you beat 5 days ago, this past Saturday, by 10. Did you see any adjustments that they made in the last 5 days to face you guys tonight?
I honestly, I think their offense is just being better. We're not closing out as well. Players like 24 hit 3 threes, and he's averaging like 2 points on the year. So we got to, the players that aren't scoring throughout the year, we need to contain those people.
Is it a matter of execution?
Definitely, it definitely is.
All right, Coach, we're looking forward to the second half. Thank you. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Adam. So you have one player averaging 2.8 on the season, and he is going to halftime with 13. You got a player who averages 17.2, and he's going to halftime with 2, and he barely got the 2 as time expired. So not what the Lions expected to see, but we did expect to see the Evangels take a lead early. They did. They held on to it. 9-point lead at halftime, and we'll have stats for you in second half action coming up next right here on the SAGU Sports Network. Stay with us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.